Well, hello. Hey, Monk Chip. What's good, my love? Let me put a quick shondo in the chat for the people. Hey, Monk Chip, my love. How art thou? I hope they ain't working you too hard up there. We got to check on you every now and again, Monk Chip. Gotta make sure that you ain't being worked too hard. Damn it, I forgot something. Hold on. Hey, Dummy. Hey, Dummy. Y'all hold on. Let me get this. I left my phone and I need to get up to go get it. And I have to turn off my camera now every time I get up so that people do not look at and reference my meat while I'm getting up. Lord, that became a whole thing. I don't know how. Don't ask me how. Do not ask me how my meat became a whole thing with people watching it. Dear God. But it did. And thus is why I turn off my camera now before I ever get up. Hey, Chocolate Bay. Hey, D. Lightville. Hey, Miss Old School. Hey, Discovering Des. You was there. You see, but I'm not doing this with you. Discovering Des. Still don't understand how my meat became an entire. Y'all, I'm off today. And whenever I have a day off, y'all know what I do. I get me some crabs. I don't have too many days off, y'all. So when I am fortunate enough to get one, I like to enjoy me some good crabs. Oh, Lord. I will say this. If I need to, if I get it, I may have an important phone call coming in. But, we'll deal with it at that time. I have the DVDs as well. Yes, they are D-Light Bill. We talked about that on my live yesterday. We spoke about it on my live yesterday. So yeah, hey, love in my piece. Hey, Lady Key. Yeah, child, we gonna talk about some Noah's Ark today, y'all. Some Noah's Ark today, Hattie. We gonna talk about it. Okay. Hold on, let me get my drink right. I have this thing nowadays where I'm topping off because I be wanting like my drinks to have a little carbonate in it. Well, not really carbonate, but bubbly in it. So I'll take like some sparkling water and pour it on it to top off like for my chaser. So I got some this is white peach ginger bubbly to top off on my drink. Cause I do have an alcoholic beverage, y'all know me. And judge your mom, don't judge me. Anyway, um, so I have a drink here. Oh, that's good. That we're gonna enjoy while we are discussing Noah's Ark and reminiscing and looking ahead toward the new um what's coming out. The reboot, I should say. So hell, they did a reboot for Queer as Folk and the L Word. So hell, we gotta have one too. Who else came in? Um Quintessential. Hey, Boo Soul Child. I got notification on my phone. And once I saw the title, I had to stop what I was watching. And you said, Child. Hey, Soul Child. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Child. So let's talk about it. Let's delve right into it. So we have the original show, Noah's Ark, by Patrick, written and created by Patrick Ian, and directed by Patrick Ian Polk. You all know I featured Patrick Ian Polk on my gay pride video that I did last week. You can see it on my channel. It should be like the first thing that comes up when you come to. It should be the featured video on my channel right now. But anyway, hey Reese's Pieces. Hey my love. So Noah's Ark. Let's talk about it. There was no at the time that Noah's Ark came out. We didn't have any black gay show. There was no show that was all black and all gay. And the thing I loved about Noah's Ark is the fact that they were unapologetically black and gay. Think about how much lingo, it didn't introduce black gay lingo to black gay men, of course, but think about how much of straight America was introduced to a lot of black gay lingo from Noah's Ark. Y'all know that whore over there in Chicago, Debo. She always said, "Good, good." Child, y'all know that come from, the girl, the straights get that from Alex, from Noah's Ark. Alex used to always say, "What's tea, Gert?" My favorite one is when he was sewing up something for the pillows, or was that when he was making the little table sets or whatever? He said, "Peach is a new magenta. Old magazine, Gert." That was just season 2. But and real quick story before I delve in. Quick story. So back when Noah's Ark was out, this is early 2000s, okay? And so when the show was out, one of the things that you always remember about the show was the phenomenal music overall. But that goddamn theme song, Remember Love? In a dream, oh, I see you and me, that we were free. Taking chances. Oh, baby, open up your heart. You know that theme song that used to be jamming for real. So when the show was out, right, I went to a friend of mine's house, and this guy is straight. He's not gay at all. He is as straight as they come. He's straight. He's straight. There's no doubt in my mind about his sexuality. So I went over his house one day because he needed me to help him with something. So I went over his house, and I had been over his house many times. Bitch, when I tell you, I went over that young man's house, and he was playing the song Remember Love. I was like, I came in, and it was playing as I was walking in the door. And I tried to play it off like I didn't know what the song was, but immediately my mind said, what in the gay hell? Because even though it's not a gay song, it's a lady who said, I can't remember the lady's name, but it was a song that, I guess Patrick Ian Polk got, permission and, rights and stuff to play for his theme song. But it is so synonymous with Noah's Ark. Like, you cannot hear that. You cannot not hear that song. You could not hear that song and not immediately think about Noah's Ark. Okay? You had to, when you hear that song, you think Noah's Ark. So he was playing it. And we're going to get that chocolate baby in just a second. He was playing it, and I said, oh, that's a nice song. Where you got that song? Who's singing that? He knew the name of the lady. He said, I don't remember the lady's name, but he said, oh, this is such and such. She got a real nice album. He had the whole album, but he was playing it. He was like, this is like my favorite album on that song. In my mind, y'all, I believed him to a certain degree, but my mind immediately went to But when you found out about that song, you watching Noah's Ark too, bitch? Can I? Is this about to turn into a whole little sex scene here? That's what I was thinking in my mind. But if I'm not mistaken, I think the woman who sings, I think she's from England, but I could be mistaken. I don't know. Don't make me lie. Don't make me lie. Anyway, so let's get back to the show. Good stuff. All right. So you have these, right, Chocolate Babe. You have these four best friends. These four friends. You have the main character Noah. Noah is the quirky one. Noah was the main character. But for me, Noah was my least favorite of the characters. Noah always got on my nerves with his indecisiveness, with his aloofness at times, with his just he's a writer, but he was one of those, his character is one of those weird writers. One of those artsy, real Renaissance man, retro kind of thing, where it's like everything is a feeling. My mom introduced me to the show when she got the series on DVD from the library. Didn't really watch much, but I watched on my own and was hooked. Oh, see, so you watched it after it had already aired. Listen, I watched it when it was actually on the air. And I remember I had saw when they had put out the trailer, and it was and they were talking about it's going to come out. And I remember I went and called the cable company Comcast, because Comcast at the time didn't have it part of my package. I said, I don't give a shit what y'all got to do. I need it, and I need it by tomorrow. So they giving you the realty. So yeah, so I watched it when it was actually on Logo, and I remember every week you would leave there like, bitch, why I got to wait a whole week for this to come back on? It was that good. It was that good. My father and his husband turned me on to it when it was actually on. It was so good, child. I still love that theme song, and I love that show. Listen. That theme song, it be jamming. It be jamming, Jilly May. Hey, Jilly May, I think this might be my first time seeing you in here. Hey, what's going on? So, listen, Herman TV Junkie, we are all collectively excited. Collectively excited. I just hate that from what I'm seeing, it's not going to be like a full season. It's going to be like a almost like a reunion and show. I think they're going to do both. I think they're going to do, I don't know, don't make me lie, but I know it's like in 2 weeks. It's not that far off, but they're going to do a reunion, and there's actually going to be a scripted show that's supposed to be 10 years after the marriage or whatnot. So let me get back to the characters, child. Mom also introduced me to the movie when she got it from the library. Child, your mama be at that library, so child, she didn't understand why there were four guys about a way hooked to above the movie. Yes, all the characters besides Noah were my favorite. Deshaun, I'm with you, Deshaun Jiggins. Hey, Deshaun Jiggins, what's up? I couldn't stand Noah. Noah was my least favorite character. He was my least favorite character. And I hated him more in season 2. Like, child, we gonna get that, Deshaun. We gonna get down. So let me break down the characters. So that was Noah. Noah is this weird guy. You know what's so interesting about Noah's character that I love that they did? The character, the guy who plays Noah, Daryl Stevens, at that time, Daryl Stevens is not a little guy. Daryl Stevens is big and buff and muscular. Okay, I've actually met him. Child, that might be it, A. Smith. That might be it too, honey. But hey, Brandon Ashford, I'm glad a lot of y'all are coming out the bushes to talk about this great show. Alex and Ricky was my favorite. We're gonna get there, give you the real tea. If anybody wanna jump on, let me know. I'll share the link to this live. Matter of fact, let me share it now so a mod could have it, and I'll have to keep doing this. Dami, I know you're the only mod in the room right now, so when I put this link up, he's not that short. I mean, but I don't consider myself short. Chocolate Bay, I'm 5'9", and I don't consider myself short. When I was next to him, he was close to my height, so I figure he's no shorter than about 5'7". I don't figure him to be shorter than 5'7". But hold on. Just in case. Anyway, but he's really muscular. And I just, but he still has soft facial features. So there was this yin and yang type thing going on. There was this duality about him. Physically, he had this physical masculine features about him, really broad shoulders and stuff, but he was feminine, and it worked for him. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not 5'6". No, God, no shit. A lot of people say when they meet me in person, they say you're much taller than I thought. People from YouTube. Now, people who like when parents meet me at a parent conference, they always tell me that I'm much shorter and smaller in stature than they expect because their kids describe me as being this big, menacing, horrible giant, you know? I'm 5'9". Like people always, when the people met me from YouTube, they always go, "Oh, you're taller than I expected." And I'm not really tall, but I'm a solid 5'9". I ain't barely make it 5'9". No, I'm a real 5'9". Anyway, I was just asking one. Yeah, who married Trey? Now, so Noah was my least favorite. You know what I'm saying? He was the film guy. He was film, but he wasn't your classic film guy. He was a film guy in terms of his dress, in terms of his demeanor, but he wasn't the sassy film. He was the quirky film guy. Yeah, he ain't as big as Walter Hampton. Now, Walter Hampton is like bodybuilder big. He gets on my nerves too. I don't see how people watch him all the time. He be getting on my nerves from time to time, but that's a whole nother story. So, anyway, then you have Ricky. Ricky probably was my favorite. Ricky and Chance. Because Ricky was the whore. Ricky was the whore. Hey, Dwayne, it's so cool. Ricky was, I love a good whore. I love a good Blanche Devereaux. I'm a whole ass whore. And then the fact that not only was he a whore, Mama had coins. Mama had coins. Remember, she was an entrepreneur. She owned her own business, which was so great about this show. They weren't the stereotypical girl, all I'm doing is being in the club all the time. Girl, all I'm doing is stunting and stealing and doing illegal stuff. Girl, all I'm doing is being a sex worker. No, ma'am. These girls had careers. Shouts out to Alexander Rogers. But they had real careers. So let me just say this. There go them Pisces between giving you the real tea and Chocolate Bay. Them Pisces, there they go with their foolery. Y'all know how I feel about Pisces, man. Right. His parents have money too. You're right, Deshaun. His parents have money too. So Ricky came from money and he was a whole ass whore. And we saw him go through all of the things that is wrapped up in being The bitch was fine. Say what you want. The bitch had body. The bitch had mug. His mug was right. His body was right. I just wonder what that jig was like. And from the way, the people used to be going up to him, I'm assuming the dick was good too, and the ass. I'm just saying. So I love the fact that not only was he a whole ass whore, because there's this stigma about whores. Those of us who are a part of Whore Nation, the consortium of Hodom across the fruited plains. Okay, the consortium of Hodom across the fruited plains. Those of us who are members, there's this stigma, especially for us black gay whores, that that we are not professional or not business minded. Right there's this stigma that we have to be so far detached from who we are professionally. And I loved the fact, hey, little baby. But I love the fact that he was a business owner. So that's why he was one of my favorites, because I love a good whore. Is there an alumni chapter for those of us who are no longer active? Child, we just call y'all emeritus. Okay? Child. Because if you was a part of an alumni chapter, girl, you'll still be putting in work. So we just gonna call you emeritus, Sandy. So you can retire gracefully in peace, Sandy. Because child. Anyway, so then we had Chance. Chance was my second favorite character because Chance reminded me of myself in the fact that Chance was the intellectual. Chance was the educator. Chance was the one that was the heady one. And of my friends, that would be my role. Like I would have dual roles. I would one be the whore. I would also be like Chance, because that's always my role amongst the friends. My role is always the heady intellectual, the fact checker amongst my friends. They look to me for that. So, and so he was my second favorite. Doug Spearman, who plays the character of Chance, I think did a phenomenal job with that role. I loved the fact that he was married and faithful. So you had these characters that could play out. You had Ricky, who was this whore, sleeping with everything moving, everywhere imaginable, like I do sometimes. And then you had Chance, who was the intellectual and who was married. What was the husband's name? It was damn it, I can't think of the husband's name. Now I know y'all gonna tell me real fast. I should go back and do some retro reviews of Noah's Ark leading up to the reboot and reunion. That might be an idea. Eddie, thank you. Eddie. And they had the daughter. Listen, me and my friends to this day, we have a running joke, okay? I'm thinking about it, Deshaun. I really, even though my DVDs aren't here in Atlanta with me right now, but I think I could find a way to find the old episodes. I'll find a way. Y'all know I'll find a way for everything. Child, yes. So one of the running jokes that me and my friends have is whenever and y'all gotta first forgive me. Let me preface by saying These are conversations. Kenya, yeah. Nobody could stand Eddie, David W. So when gays get together, we can have more free conversations and talk about, each other more so than when we're around non-gays. So whenever we see one of the girls, one of the femme girls, she's the one that's free on Vimeo with code Remember Love. All right, let me highlight that so people can see that. Anyway, so when I start doing the retro reviews, y'all can go and y'all can watch season 1 because we're gonna start off with season 1. Yeah, I might do it. I might do episode 1 today. Y'all look out, I might do it today. It's only 30-minute episodes. Anyway, let me get back to what I'm saying, y'all. So if you remember in season 2, Kenya got into the fight and Kenya got like suspended from school or something. And Chance brings her home and Chance is talking to her and asking her why she fought the guy, the little boy. And he said, and she told him basically because the little boy was talking about her true dad, about both of them. And so he felt bad because he was going to punish her. But the part that I want to highlight is where she said, he said you were a punk, a sissy, a pretend mom. So I said, here's a pretend punch. Bam. And so whenever we see somebody, or we talking about somebody who's real femme, me and my friends, we always say that. We always say, he's a punk, a sissy, a pretend mom. I will let y'all borrow that, okay? I will let y'all borrow that. Oh, God, that was so fun. We do that all the time to this day. We had a whole long 2-hour-long conversation about the fact that actually I'm going to be in Miami that weekend. Oh, all us going to be together in Miami that weekend. Oh, we're going to have a whole watch party. Listen. Oh, we're going to have a whole watch party at home in Miami because I'm going to be in Miami that weekend. Because it's supposed to happen on July 5th. So, yeah, we're going to set that up. Oh, it's going to be a whole day. Oh, yeah, we're here for it. We're going to do a whole, because we're going to play some spades. We're going to play some gin rummy. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to air July 5th. Like, it's not long away. It's supposed to be coming soon. Supposedly, they were taping this past Monday when they were in Houston for that rally. They had a All Black Lives Matter rally this past Monday, not today, this past Monday in Houston. And down in your area, Chocolate Bay. And the cast was there. And they were filming it, and that's how it started to get out. So they had to get ahead of the story and just put it out there. So anyway, you gonna do retro reviews too, Terrence? I don't know, honey. Get your Justice League on it. Anyway, what character am I missing? Oh, everybody's favorite character. Everybody's favorite character that I talk to is always Alex. Everybody loves Alex because Alex is the quintessential gay man. And I think it was needed. I think you needed an Alex because, it like I said, this show introduced a lot of gay culture to a lot of America. Black gay culture to a lot of America. YouTube was not around when this show first came out. I think YouTube started the year it came out because I think it came out 2005. And YouTube started in 2005. But nobody was on YouTube. Nobody was watching YouTube. I didn't come into YouTube until 2007. I know myself. And even when I came to YouTube in 2007 with my first channel, it was still like not a lot of people knew what YouTube was or what to do with it. Alex was like the mama bear. He protected all of it. He did. He did as much and as much or as feminine as Alex used to be. Um, Alex always had a when he needed to. Alex always had this masculinity about it. Yes, he was motherly, but there was times he was like there was this paternal aspect to him. And I love the fact that Alex was in this relationship with Trey. Trey was, everybody loved him some Trey. Now, the girls used to go up for Trey. Listen, the girls used to go. Alex represented for the beer community, honey. Alex and Trey, honey. Trey was fine. He was fan. He's so fan. He's so fan. Chat. I used to only come on YouTube to watch music videos back in those days, child. So my point with YouTube is before a lot of the people that you all know about, this show was introducing. We're gonna get to Baby Gat. Baby Gat is my favorite recurring character on the show. And they better have Baby Gat in the reunion because listen, I was all here for Baby Gat. Baby Gat was the baby daddy. Love me some Curtis. 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 Oh, I love me some Baby Gat. Shout out Baby Gat, honey. Baby Gat could get it, honey. Baby Gat could get it. Anyway. I talked to Doug. He said they haven't talked to the guy that played Trey in over 10 years. Interesting. Interesting. Well, sometimes life, causes you to have to move in another direction. And so you have to, adjust appropriately. You can watch season 1 and 2 on YouTube. So happy now because I would have to search the internet sometimes to watch. Oh, okay. Well, y'all have convinced me. I'm going to do some retro reviews. We're going all the way back to season 1. And we'll do some retro reviews so that, because I think it was only like 8 episodes each season. So if we start today, I think that'll put us right up to the 5th, which is supposedly the day of the reunion. So we probably need to get started today. So yeah, so let's talk about some of the storylines. Going back to season 1, and let me say this also about Alex. I think Alex's one-liners, that all of Alex's lingo and cliches are the thing that are most memorable about the show. Like you remember a couple things. You remember Noah's outfits because Noah always has some crazy outfits. You be like, girl, what you got on? That's what I used to be like every time I used to see Noah. I'd be like, girl, what you got on? Girl, what is that? And Alex's little quips and little one-liners and zingers. I like Baby Gat in season 2 more so than I liked him in the movie. Yes, what's the Gaga? Remember that? Even amongst the gays, sometimes because that term, the Gaga, was not a common term, at least in my neck of the woods, amongst the gays at that time. But Alex's character, putting that out there, the girls started to say it. So we looked to the show to help move. Hey, Malibu Baby. I'm glad all my gays are coming through. I like when my gay men come through and talk to me for a little bit. And so we looked to the show to sometimes let us know, certain things that was on the cusp or at the forefront. Yes, what he say, You let him get your bujanas. It was lingo and terms and stuff like that that we'd be like, yes, child. And some of it we already were saying amongst friends, but it was so great to see it on television and being like, okay, so it's not just us here. Everybody say that. So it was so good and so reaffirming to see, hey Malibu Berry, to see it on television, on screen, because we'd never really seen all aspects. And I'm not going to say it was every aspect, but all aspects of the Black gay world on television. I have never heard the Gaga either before Noah's Ark. Exactly, it's an older gauge. Ain't that much older because I hung around the older gauge. That was something that was new. I think it was something that was from the LA area. And they brought it to screen, and so everybody started saying it. But I know in my area, it wasn't something that the older gays said. Hey, Londi. So I really didn't think that it was going to be a lot of people wanting to come through and talk about this show. Like when I put up my the title, I was like, well, I'm probably just going to have a couple people, just the faithful few, to talk about this show. I didn't really think y'all was gonna come in here and really be interested and talk about this. So that means y'all gonna be here for the retro reviews. You ready, young man? Singing in the background? Okay.
What's the Gaga, honey?
Hey boo, what's the Gaga, bitch? What's T girl? Listen, well, think about this. Most of America did not know what it meant to say what's tea. And the show introduced that term to much of America. Now the gays, we knew what it was. We were saying it. But much of America before that show did not know what it meant to say what's the tea or what's tea. And the thing about it is they said it correctly. The gays say what's tea. People who are not gays say what's the tea. But they said it correctly. Oh, they did. Yeah. Teddy. Y'all, Jensen Atwood, listen. A gay person loves the love story of trade being turned out and becoming the boyfriend. Child, that is the quintessential gay love story, ain't it? You love
because that's normally how the shit happens.
You love when you can get you a nice piece of trade and turn it on, honey.
Back in the day, that's how it used to be.
You get trade to fall in love, baby. And honey, you make the girls jealous. The girls be jealous. They be mad. They be trying to do everything they can to try and get him to cheat with them, honey. Child. That was back in the day when you couldn't leave your boyfriend home with nobody.
You better believe it.
Everybody leaving.
Especially now with me, because you know I'm good for sleeping with somebody, man.
Child, I am a card carrying member of Home Records R Us. I got a lot of organizations that I'm a part of, y'all. Because, bitch, I'm like that episode of, remember that episode of The Simpsons when the granddad pulled out his wallet and all of the organizations he was a part of? He was a part of like organizations. That's how I am. I got a whole lot of orgs that I'm a part of, bitch. When they look through the CD collection, seeing if he was gay. Yeah. I'm going to look forward to these retro reviews. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it.
I hated Eddie. I hope him and Chance get a divorce so we ain't got to deal with Eddie. I loathe Eddie.
I hate his looks and his whole demeanor. He used to get on my nerves. And watch this. The reason that I say lesbians is because of Noah's Ark. Because on the episode in season 2, when the girl came out and he says, they're dykes. Oh, excuse me, lesbians. And that's why I wouldn't say lesbian like that. Because of Noah's Ark. It shaped a lot of the culture. I'm sorry. When Alex was talking about Wade want his cake and eat your booty too. Child.
Oh, God.
Listen, y'all. So this is what we're gonna do. Let me set a plan. I seen Punks. I watched Punks. Yes, I did. Hmm. But you know, Rockman Dunbar was in season 2 as well.
He sure was.
Hmm.
Noah was helping him in his movie. Won't he
Hmm.
write for his movie or something like that?
Yep. Yep. So this is what I'm gonna do, y'all. Y'all go watch sometime after I get off. Y'all go find and watch episode 1. I'm gonna do my review tonight. I'm gonna put it up tonight because I ain't got shit else to do. It's Thursday, no. So even though I'm supposed to be doing The Wire tonight, dear God, but I'm gonna do episode 1 tonight. I'm gonna see if I can get the sisters to do it or the Justice League to do it too. I'm gonna have Terrence put it in the Justice League while I'm doing my crafts because I can't do it while I'm doing my crafts. I was ready to watch DT. I don't even remember that show. DTLA.
Can we please reminisce when Chance ran that goddamn minivan through Trey's house? But I was all here for it. I ain't even gonna lie. You don't remember that? When he caught Eddie cheating on him and he ran that minivan in the middle of the boy house?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. That was season 1.
Uh-huh.
That was season 1. Child. That was early on. I think that was like episode 2 or 3. That wasn't like, that was early. They were like, honey, y'all finna get down to it now.
Yeah, he went to get him a nasty piece of trade because he wanted his Badissi played in.
Okay. Daddy said he wanted that. And the boy was killed too.
He was. But see, I'm glad that they put that premise in there because everybody wants to put us in a box, like you feminist, so you must be a bottom. That ain't always the case. Like how everybody thought that Eddie was a straight top. Obviously not, because he wanted that young dick. He wanted that young dick, baby. Then had the nerve to say he was in the thugs. But girl, weren't we all back in the day?
Yeah, you would like somebody rolling their car in, like Dominic said, you always threaten to run some damn body over with your damn car.
I mean, I ran a few people over, but I ain't gonna destroy nobody's house because I can't pay for it. You understand me? I can't pay for that. So I ain't finna ram my car through your house.
No. The storyline that irked my spirit was the one with Guy. Baby.
Yeah. I ain't like that either.
Guy, bitch. I love when he say, when Noah was talking to Alex, he say, I don't know what type of strict guy he done put in that goddamn or when he apologized to Guy and he thought Guy was gonna be nice to him, and Guy looked at him and said, that's why I'm gonna take your man, bitch. I was like, bitch.
And when Trey found out about it, and Trey was like, get the hell out of here with your get a girl drawers on. I was weak.
But remember, they didn't believe him at first.
At all. Everybody thought he was insane in the membrane.
And,
I ain't blame Guy, because I would have had designs have been plotting on Trey fine ass too. That thing was nice.
I like me some Guy. I was like, oh, hey, Guy. Hey.
I like the older guy.
I didn't like the dude that Noah was dating in season 2. I did not go up for him like people did.
I can't remember his name. He had body though.
I don't remember his name.
Body,
but I ain't really good for him.
And the dude that whatchamacallit was seeing when he was seeing that guy, I can't remember his name.
Dre?
Yeah, he was cute.
Dre was cute, but Dre got on my nerves too.
Child.
But you know what, Dommy? It's a lot of queens like that in real life. It's a lot of guys floating around. A lot of them, honey. Child. No, who was my girl was, what's mama girl? That was Noah's boss. The chick.
Oh, I can't think of her name. But I went up for her too. She was like, well, I guess I must have defended him because I wasn't invited. She was mad as shit that she didn't get invited to the wedding.
Okay. Brandy, yes.
Brandy, that's it.
Janito got on my nerves. I'm
You
sorry.
ain't like Janito. I
Yeah.
like Janito.
Janito got on my nerves
Janito was just as sweet as he wanted to be. Why you ain't like him?
because I was out. See, I am Alex. And Alex don't need a Janito. We don't want a Janito. We don't need a Janito. That shit ain't gonna roll. Cause we ain't gonna do nothing but break your heart. And you're gonna be mad. And people gonna be mad at us for breaking your heart. And I'm gonna be like, listen, I told you I was a whole ass whore. I wasn't ready to settle down. You trying to settle me down, bitch. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get my rocks off and put more footprints on the ceilings, honey.
But you know what? I hope when they do this that he kind of gotten over that because that shit does get old after a while. So I do hope in this,
I
up and
want to see how
coming.
they've aged. Yes, I want to see how they've aged and how they have progressed.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to see that. Now, in real life, Wilson Cruz is fine as fuck. I just didn't like his
Yeah.
character, Benito. Um,
Child, you remember when Chance was getting thug lessons from what you call it? What was his name? Ice T, T Money, T Money. We was getting thug
um,
lessons for T Money.
listen, this is why I got to go back and watch. Listen, child.
T Money was cute too, but he ain't know how
Wait
to
a minute,
kiss.
Abby. Oh, so you can experience this with an Abby. You got to watch it, Abby.
Yes.
Abby. Everything that you watch right now is in some way based on Noah's Ark. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not gonna say everything you watch, but a lot of the shows that I know you watch and love is some way based on Noah's Ark. And Noah's Ark came out in '05. Abby, take this road with us because we about to go watch. We about to do retros of Noah's Ark starting today. And I told you, well, Jamie Dupree put it on there that you can find the first season on Vimeo with the code Remember Love. Deshaun said all of season 1 and 2 is on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do season 1, episode 1 today. Abby, listen, Abby, it's worth it. Now ain't a whole lot of shows that I have to recommend. Abby, this is you have to have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Noah's Ark, like I said, I talked about this in my Black Pride Month video. Noah's Ark is not coincidence around the time you start to see all of the black gay lingo explode into black gay culture. I mean, straight black culture. It exploded into straight black culture. Like all of a sudden, and I remember that time period because I remember looking around like, why are these people using our terms? And I literally would get mad. I remember that time, those years, I would get mad like, no, I don't want, because I'm come from an age where I like my gay to be gay and my straight to be straight. I don't want to be confused. I don't like the straight boys to fool me. I don't want a straight boy to come up to me and say, what's the team? No, ma'am. Nope. No, ma'am, no God. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just old. But I just don't want a straight man to come up to me and say, what's the team? Nope. Or be like, did you hear the team? No, wait, wait, what? No, I don't need you to tell me that. Am I wrong? I don't know.
No. A. Smith, I was low key mad about the fact that Wade never told his mom he was getting married to Noah. I thought he did tell her. That's how they was able to use the property in Martha's Vineyard.
I
They
thought,
just won't come.
child, don't make me lie. I got to go back and watch Jump in the Room because I don't remember all of the details from the movie as much as I remember the details from season 2.
I mean, it really won't much other than Ricky confessing his love to Noah, which I always knew he had.
I mean, we always knew Ricky loved Noah. We always knew that. that was a prevailing theme throughout the show. We always knew that. We always he didn't tell her. I
Oh,
would
well, child, it's too late.
man.
Because they got married and everything.
No, I remember he did tell the mother, and remember Nelson was on, even though the boy's name is not Nelson, but he's always gonna be Nelson because they was Winnie and Nelson on the Cosby Show, so he's always gonna be Nelson. The boy who Ricky brought was
Oh,
Nelson on the Cosby Show.
oh, yeah.
Sandra's and Elvin's son, one of the twins, Winnie and Nelson.
Yeah,
You
I know you about.
you know what? It wasn't until I was grown and in college that I realized that they were referencing Nelson Mandela and Winnie Mandela from when they named the twins. It was I didn't even realize it growing up
Mhm.
when the show was on. Child, but yes, we finna have some fun with these retro. Y'all better not make me start doing these retro reviews and flake out on me. You know how y'all get sometimes. Y'all be flaking out.
Nah, I'm gonna do it because I'm going home anyway, and I got
No, I'm
both of
not
the
talking about you.
seasons.
I'm talking about the subscribers in my chat right now.
Oh yeah, y'all better go watch them.
Noah was drunk and called Wade mom from her. I remember that. I remember that.
Remember that?
It reminded me. I remember
Remember that?
now. Child. Now I
Because he
really
was
don't
being
know
a whole ass whore, and he kissed Wade. Now I won't mad at him for kissing Wade either, because I wanted
who
Wade too. By this.
who Ricky.
Yeah, y'all remember when Ricky and Wade was kissing, and Noah caught him? Now Noah was supposed to fuck him up, but Noah don't get down like
They even addressed the subject of gay bashing and hate
that.
crime.
Yeah,
Remember when
that
he
was
got
in the
beat
second
up
season. I remember that.
and old dude face was cracked when he went to that hospital and thought and talk about, oh, I'm his boyfriend. And that nurse looked at him like, you is what? Because his boyfriend is in the room with him, boo.
Right.
And he looked and who was there? Wade. Yeah. No. Let me tell you what was one of the cutest lines ever. Remember when Noah was at home and got out the hospital and Noah and Wade wanted to have sex, and Wade was like, I don't want to hurt you. And he said, you could never hurt me. I was like, oh,
Right, I remember
that
that.
was so cute. I was like, I got to use that line. And I have.
I knew I couldn't wait for him to knock his ankles loose.
Okay. So I used that line when the Bay came, I just used it recently when the Bay came, um, and was we had our weekend excursion a week ago, 2 weeks ago now, and he was like, I ain't been up in there in several months now. He said, I don't want to hurt you, because this thing. I said, I know, but you could never hurt me. Ah!
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you and fuck your life. But y'all, yeah, listen, I'm not gonna lie. The show, for me, and my generation, and even the generation right after me, was so powerful because when the show came out, I was in my 20s. And I was a whole ass whore. And it was everything. And damn, I just told my age. Fuck my world. But anyway, we used so many references from that show, child. We used so many references from that show. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame.
Yeah, they did so, child. Alex had the HIV and AIDS nonprofit. He started his own.
Right.
I remember when he cussed that white man out.
Remember they talked about all of the stigmas that Ricky had with Janito because they even addressed dating and having sex with somebody who was negative and the other one was positive. And this was before the days of knowing that if you were undetectable, you were not spreading the disease. This was way back when. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they were tackling a lot of taboo. They tackled the ballroom scene, if you remember.
Yeah.
All of that. They
Same
tackle
sex marriage, same sex parenting.
parents.
They did it all.
They tackled
Oh
a
yeah,
lot.
Raz B was on that episode. That's when people
Last week was
started
on
thinking he was
the
gay.
episode. Sure was vomiting all over the place.
Right.
Hmm. Like the show was revolutionary. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm surprised, Ebby, with all of the shows, all of the Spectrum shows that you've seen that you've never seen. No, Ebby, you're going to enjoy it. You are going to enjoy it. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy it. Hell, I found about. I knew who Solange was, but I found out about how great her music was from Jumping the Broom because Sandcastle Disco was the opening song. And
Uh-huh.
I was like,
Baby, baby, don't
oh,
put
that's
me
Solange.
away.
Bitch,
Yes, that was my
you
song.
Solange. And I went and bought the album, and that whole album, I think that was her second album.
Yeah.
That album was everything. Because Tony is my jam. Child. Because, listen, that acronym Tony became, how many different acronyms was it for Tony in that damn song? Damn it, I love Tony. If it wasn't for Tony, that whole album was great by Solange. That album launched Solange into stardom. Okay,
Hmm.
because the people wasn't checking for Solange like that,
At
and
all.
and that came because the jump in the room. Make no bones about it. The girls wasn't seeing it for her like that.
Mm-mm.
So Solange's music is better. It is better than her music. You ain't got you ain't got to convince me. You
Yeah,
know I
yeah.
like
The other one, what was it? Cranes in the Sky? Was it that album? Baby, that was my shit.
because the album after that was the album Don't Touch My Hair album.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, yeah. The movie was like the series finale, wasn't it?
Because, but I hate it. I still feel like they left too many things. Because after that accident, after at the end of season 2, when we had the accident, and we were like, "Wait, what the fuck?" That cliffhanger was too much of a cliffhanger for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was too much. Because how many years after the movie, after the season, was it before the movie came out?
Wasn't it about two?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was about two.
Where's Dami? Dami is my fact checker. I'd be expecting
Maybe
Dami.
two, maybe three. I think it was somewhere around there.
Because I think season 2 came out in 06. And I don't think Jumping the Broom came out until like 2009. I don't know. Don't make me lie.
I don't know. You might be right. If that's Solange, yeah, it probably was about 2008, 2009. That sound about right.
To me, the her best album is the album with Tony on there and Sandcastle Disco. But people always like that third album, the one with Don't Touch My Hair. A lot of people like that album.
Yeah, that last one she did, that was my favorite.
There was only 2 seasons before. Right, we know it was only 2 seasons. That we know without a doubt because I have both the DVD box sets.
Me too. The only one I don't got is the movie.
Yeah, I don't have the movie. Baby Gat. Oh, I used to love me some
I
cuts.
love Baby Gat.
Child.
I
But
love
I
Baby
hated,
Gat.
hey Casey, I hated how Noah kept playing. Not Noah. Wade kept playing because he called himself getting mad because Noah was flirting with Baby Gat. But bitch, you got a whole ass boyfriend
Right,
that you laid up with and sleeping with,
right.
and you want to call yourself being mad at me because a bitch was giving me some play, and you want me to sit right here and commiserate and be lonely. There go Dami. See, Dami is my fact checker. Dami says Jump in the Broom 08. Season 2 ended in 06. Okay, gotcha. Dami is my
Not
fact
to mention
checker.
that man is a whole ass rapper, rich with money. We riding around in limousines, bitch.
Okay, he buy me expensive pictures and shit.
Right. You moved my shit in my house. Like, what is you mad at?
You a whole ass moving man down there for JC Penney's. This man around here starring in movies and shit.
Right.
Yeah. Love me some Baby Gat. And the bitch is fine. Baby Gat was fine. What you want to say? Baby Gat was fine.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When he got on that show and said, and I got balls to give away. And he threw his nutsack in the air on a talk show.
I'm done.
Child. Yes, A. Smith down there to the J.C. Penney's. Child, if you from Florida of a certain age, you'll say Birdines. Child. Child. We all had a casualty we used as a boyfriend just to blank at the ex, to get at the ex. You ain't lying to you. Listen. My ex, child. Oh God. I'm not gonna even go down the road to talk about my exes because some of them get on my nerves.
I mean, listen, he went down to the sex shop and he got a little 1-2 in. I mean,
Cause Dre didn't Dre work as the as the receptionist at the bathhouse or whatever that was they went to at the end of season 1?
I don't know.
Cause remember at the end of season 1, who would get married? It was
It was Chance and Eddie.
Chance and Eddie married?
Yeah.
Okay. So they went to the little bathhouse or the little sex party club. Excuse me. The Den if you're in Atlanta, or Tokyo if you're in Atlanta. And girl, he was the receptionist. So I was trying to figure out how the fuck he ended up no, he wasn't a receptionist. He was the bartender at this other club at the beginning of season 1. But who was somebody important to this series was the receptionist at that club where Noah cheated.
Oh no, it was Noah's first dude that he was dating. You remember the dark skin, the brown skin dude with the
dreads? Yes. And they ended up being together. Mm-hmm. And they broke up.
I was feeling him too much.
I ain't really care for him like that. He didn't really do it for me like that.
Either.
He was real nice to Noah.
Yeah.
But he didn't really do it for me like that.
Body, chocolatey as all get up, but other than that.
And everything. Gave me a little verse had a little verse situation going on. I mean, in another world, he would have been a great boyfriend, but child. When you got the likes of Wade and Baby Gat Curtis, child, you can't compete where you don't compare.
Like, I really didn't think Noah was a verse until he stuck his finger up Wade's butt in that episode. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. That fine King Dingo was in the bathhouse. Was he?
What?
Was King Dingo in the bathhouse? He probably was, child. I gotta go. We about to go back and watch because we about to do retro reviews, Eddie. So we about to get into her and go back and hash her out. And it was only 30-minute episodes, and they packed so much in these 30-minute episodes. What about the guy Noah dated? That's what we was talking about. The guy that Noah dated was the guy was from the that was the receptionist at the sex party club. That's what we just figured out. Noah wasn't no verse, child.
Well, I couldn't tell because he still stuck that gut finger away booty hole. Wade almost fucked his ass up.
The tall, light skinned guy. Oh, you talking about that guy? I ain't got him. I can't think of his
I ain't
name.
like him that much.
What was his name?
I can't remember. I ain't like him enough to
He
remember.
got on my nerves. Because remember, he wanted Noah to become this whole hashtag after the whole gay guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He was doing too much.
David said Wade wasn't ready for that thing. He damn sure whoa. He said, whoa. Hold up now.
You put this finger in there and it come out more brown than it already is. You gonna be
Ew.
fuck it off. Now that was TV. The weight of a bottle for no, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Noah was a
It's
versus
like
Wade.
I was mad on having have nots when Jeffrey let white boy dig off of his buginas. Child. Because when I first saw that scene, it looked like, even though Jeffrey was on top, it looked like Jeffrey could have been topping him. But then at closer look, I guess Jeffrey was getting his back blown out by the little Nurse Madison guy. Why
You
was
talking
my
about the one that was addicted to crack?
no, Jeffrey on have nots.
Oh.
The black boy.
That's his name, Quincy.
Quincy, yes.
That's his name. See, girl, we don't even know because Wayne won't even feature his ass like that. We ain't on that man.
We were not here for him. We were not here for Quincy. Because remember, they threw Quincy on him. Because Noah was just going over Wade in the boyfriend house. And magically they were like, oh, we got somebody else to come over. And here go Quincy. And you was like, bitch, the fuck? I ain't come here for him. This is not what we signed up for. Child, Tanya, they was at the den. If you know what the den is, child. Tanya, you know what the den is. Don't act brand new. The den in Atlanta and Tokyo. What's the name of the club in Atlanta? Tokyo something. I know it's called Tokyo something. Anyway, that's where you go and get busted down. I mean, I've been there a time or two. Judge your mama, don't judge me.
I ain't been a day in my life. I ain't been in no bathhouses.
Okay?
I like to be. I like to be a whore in the privacy and confines of my own house.
They got a bathhouse in South Florida in Broward County called Club Fort Lauderdale, or is it Club Broward? Anyway, it's right across the street from the police station too, on Broward Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. Judge your mama, don't judge me.
Probably a couple cops come in there to get bust down.
Probably. They got swings in there and all. It's real nice though. It got a nice little steam room, a nice sauna, a nice little dungeon little room. That pool is big as hell with a couple hot tubs in there. They got the private room. They got the little swing. They got a couple swing rooms in there. Rooms in there with the swings and whatnot, where you can get up in the swing and get bust down in the swings if you so care to.
Why do I feel like the minute I walk in there, I'm gonna get pregnant?
Child.
Like, good God. Quincy used to be on All My Children where he was old as dirt. So probably was, I believe it.
Was he gay in real life?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he was. He played it good.
I mean, we know Wade's character is straight in real life. The four guys, the four friends are all gay in real life.
I forgot what show Wade was on. He was supposed to be like trying to date some girl, but the girl ain't want to date him because he played on Noah's Ark.
It wasn't believe. You know what? That's unfortunate for him as an actor, and that's why a lot of times you will see straight guys don't want to play gay roles, because unfortunately for Jensen Atwood, he talked about, that's our interview with that. Hey, sincerely, Nadia. a lot of roles he couldn't get because he began to be typecast as a gay actor for gay roles when he wasn't gay at all. And that's unfortunate for him because you got people who say, well, I can't, even me to a certain degree. I've seen him in movies and stuff where he's played a straight man. And unfortunately, I was like, I can't really see you as dating a chick. T-Mac, you say you don't care what nobody's saying?
Well, that's the same thing that the actor from the LA complex kind of went through, but not really, because he still had roles as a
The
straight
one
man.
who played the little rapper dude that would turned out to be gay?
Yeah. The LA complex was a good show. So I mean, it only lasted 2 seasons.
Yeah, it was a good show too.
So UPN said y'all ain't putting that gay ass shit on our channel. But you know, it was good nonetheless. But he had roles after that. So I don't understand what it is about Jason.
I've seen him in person, see Survivor, and he is fine in person. He is fine. He's a whole ass snack in person. I've met him in person. Now, oh, child. Child. But I've seen Daryl Stevens in person, who plays Noah. And Daryl Stevens in person is a very attractive man. Like in person, I was like, well, hello. Oh. Like really an attractive guy in person. The guy that plays Noah.
I just didn't like Noah's fashions. I liked him. I just didn't like his fashions.
He used to be wearing some shit. Like, remember in episode 2, not episode 2, season 2, the episode where Kenya got lost. And he had on that little pink shirt with the big belt around and the little 4 little puffs. He had the split his head in 4, had the little 4 little puffs. I was like, girl, what you got on?
And a tie.
But wait a minute, muscles bulging all out of everywhere. Like, oh. What is you doing, girl? But you know what? Me and my friends always said that it was supposed to be like that Noah was the Dorothy of Noah's Ark, because Dorothy on the Golden Girls could not dress. That was the pits.
Nothing that she had on looked good. Like in a dress, I hated it. But you know, they reference themselves as the Golden Girls anyway.
And the thing about it is, I think it was Rue McClanahan said that whatever she wore, she had the right to keep. The one that played Blanche, it was in her contract.
Oh. Yeah.
Dommy said back in the 90s, the gays only dressed like that in the club. Bitch, they ain't even dressed like that in the clubs, because I was in the clubs in the 90s. And bitch, they ain't dressed like that mess.
They dressed like that. They did not dress like that. No.
A. Smith, now his ballroom look was sickening, honey. Because that was when he had that long ponytail. Bitch, he had on that makeup and shit. Now that bitch was sickening when he walked that runway at the end of season 2. I was like,
yeah, chance across the board. But that's just like when they went to the gay club and he had on the kilt and the leather coat. And you wonder why Wade ain't want you to meet his friends. I wouldn't either. Like, damn, bitch, it's bad enough I got to come out. Then they got to see you dressed like this here.
Okay. Girl, I wouldn't even want to date you. And I am gay. No, listen, I couldn't make this video now in 2020, but on my original channel back in the day, when this was when my channel was real big. After I did the whole Your Ass is Gay series, I did His Ass is Gay series. And some kind of way, We were talking about Puff Daddy. He was featured on the His Ass Is Gay. But inevitably, we started talking about Kyle from College Hill and how gay Kyle from College Hill, Miami was. Who coined the phrase "Run me my coins"?
Mm-hmm.
That
Right.
phrase "Run me my coins" comes from Kyle from my College Hill, Miami. Anyway, I remember saying on the video, "Kyle, your ass is so gay. I want a gay man you, and I'm a gay man." And
Wow.
it became people started. I started getting flooded because this was back when you still could do video responses instead of just comments. You could do video responses and put them right up under somebody's video
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube. And so people started just replaying and cutting out just the part that said, I would have gay bashed you and I'm gay. And he kept replaying it. Like I had 30 videos underneath my video of people saying I would have gay bashed you and I don't even know you and I'm gay.
Well, listen, that's just like Dorian from College Hill, Atlanta. How he was up there denying the fact that he was gay. I said, Dorian.
And then the girls got him
Miss
together on
Girl.
BGC. You know, the night he said that, the girls was getting him together in the BGC forums. And if you go far enough, before there was the BGC forums, you know what there was? The forums on whatst.com.
Oh.
And baby, whatst.com, I used to be vocal active, baby. I had a whole profile with it. Baby, I used to get it in. You talk about reading. Bitch, you talk about reading. Bitch, that was the Hall of Fame of reading. Them girls used to be over there posting and reading like no other. I used to every day. I used to come home from work and be like, "What these girls are saying now?" Because back then, cell phone. We ain't have cell phones, but you could be checking your shit while you at work. Bitch, you had to wait till you got home. And baby, when I tell you, I used to go to work because I be done posted them some shit before I went to work. Go to work, be like, what these hoes that said. Bitch, I be done came home to 80 different posts about something. And bitch, I gotta respond to each one. Bitch, I'm up for the next how many hours responding to these hoes. Bitch, y'all don't see girl emojis to read down on whatst.com forums, baby. And what happened when they shut down whatst.com? Because see, the reason whatst.com got shut down is one of the forum threads was porn. Any porn that came across the internet, even if it was paid for, it got on there. It used to be on there. And, the guy who ran the site ended up getting into legal trouble because of that. I'm talking about straight porn, gay porn, whatever you wanted. Like people would request, could you post this? And it was there within like an hour or two. People would post it. And yeah. And so after a couple of years, he got into some legal issues with that, and so he had to shut down the whole site. But that site used to be everything. It used to be trade up in the forums on what's.com. I'm serious. Yeah, man, they put my picture up and listen. Y'all know, like Trey used to come on there and say, y'all know this person from this city, and they'll put their picture up because they called my girl. And what I used to be like, it used to be crazy on what's.com. Crazy. What quintessential? You remember that website, what's.com? Shut up. Baby, that was it. I used to be live and active in them forums, honey. Reading the best of them. That's why when these girls come on YouTube talk about they finna read that, I look at them like, girl, y'all don't know how to read. Girl, I don't even use my good reads on y'all. Girl, I use my middle school reads on y'all.
Right.
And y'all be gagged. Right. I wouldn't be ready for me if I really went in and they have. Girl. Pledge Mark was awesome.
Yeah, I remember that episode when Ricky did drag. I remember that. And then he went home with some nigga that liked him in drag.
Oh, I remember that. Because remember, he had a whole thing about it. I remember that conversation that Ricky and Noah had when they were on, because that was the conversation that me and my friends had when they was at the gym. And Ricky was like, could you date somebody that was HIV positive? And Noah was like, statistics says that I probably already have. And when I thought about it, That made me and all my friends take pause and say, damn, that's probably
Yeah, that's true.
I have already dated or had sex with somebody that was positive. And at that time, I had only had unprotected sex with one person in my life. I remember at that time. At the time of that, yeah, I had only had unprotected sex with one, and that was my current boyfriend at the time. Because all my previous boyfriends, I had never had unprotected sex with, and I had unprotected sex for the first time with my boyfriend at that time when Noah's Ark first came out. hmm I spent most of my 20s in relationships. Like I really wasn't single during my 20s at all, which is
Me
why
too.
in my 30s I wasn't here for no relationships. I was a whole ass whore. I had a whole rotation going on every day of the week. Yes, they went to dinner too, and Ricky had wonder eye. He had the wandering eye, meaning that he was looking at other men. Or you trying to say he got a lazy eye?
T Mac said, remember the ball player John Sally was on Noah Art? It said he's got one of the biggest dicks in the locker room along with Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher?
I ain't heard that about Derek Fisher. Now I keep up with sports, and I ain't heard that. I heard inklings about John Sally, but he's not one of the people who who you hear about. Um,
Right.
I'll confirm that for you because I know people. I know people that was on the circuit with athletes and entertainers from back in the John Sally days, and I know
Mhm.
people that was in the circuit. And when I say in the circuit of men that slept with athletes and celebrities and kept it discreet.
Mhm.
But I know those girls. I'm friends with them, so I'll find out. I'll do some reconnaissance. But
Sure.
I heard some inklings about John Sally like that, but child, you know, by and large, the circuit will tell you the bigger dicks come in football because they're not as tall as the basketball players. Tall guys just don't be packing like that.
That's true.
I'm not
I
saying
know
none of
that
them
for a fact.
are. I'm not saying none of them are, but child, by and large, as a rule, don't be looking for the tall guys to be around here swinging for the fences.
Yeah. Look at Steph Curry.
Child, child.
No, T Mac, I have never done drag a day in my life. I can honestly say that. I've never
On my
done that.
old channel, the Five Black Guys, we used to always do a topic and a challenge. One of the week's challenges was to do drag. I remember, and everybody on the show had to get a drag. That was the only time I did, and I did, and I looked the fool because I didn't have I didn't have my paint done by somebody that was a drag queen. I had my paint done by my cousin who's fish patty, and she did the best she could. But I felt like she did her makeup, as if it was for her, who's a girl, and that's different from doing makeup for drag because you got to transform somebody
Hmm.
from male to female. So
Yeah, you got on pounds. Okay.
yeah, Alonzo Lavone is one of the five black guys. Matter of fact, I talked to Alonzo last week.
I will be honest. The most I ever did was I was dared to wear heels when I worked at City Trends. And they picked out the tallest fucking heel they could find. And I walked my ass off, honey. I was walking the hills better than them hoes that worked there. And they was hating.
Hey, pancake. Wait, what pancake? What are you talking about, Abby?
Who said anything about pancake? Did I
What
bring up
are you talking about? Abby just bust through like the most random.
anything?
But yes, Deshaun, um, Alonzo was Thursday and I was Friday. No, God, no, you would not see a picture of that. I don't even know if I still have a picture of that or the video. I don't think I have the video or the picture of that MVN. Don't worry, you would never see it. It would never make the light of day. That
I
you
would
don't have
love
to
to
worry
see.
about. Like Trey from Dallas. Oh, she talking to you, Ted. She said you weren't walking like Trey from Chase Dallas, were you?
Damn so long. I was scrubbing my shit in them hills, baby. Didn't I fall, didn't tumble, didn't walk. That was my very first time walking the hills. I said, well, why do girls make it seem like it's such a chore? This is my first time doing. I walked my ass off. I
Oh,
must say myself.
yes, Abby. I did talk about makeup, and I did talk about the one time that I had to get in drag, and I talked about how my cousin did my makeup, and she did a good job, but she did makeup like for a girl, not makeup from for a guy trying to become a girl. Wesley from A Connection TV, all of us started in YouTube around the same time, like back in 08, 07, 08. Wesley was aligned with Five Black Guys. We were all friends, but he wasn't on Five Black Guys. Like we were just Wesley, Kevin from the Scorpion Show, all of us are around the same time. All of us were friends. All of us were at before there was the blackout, before we had the blackout, there was the first black gay YouTube meet and greet that was in 2010 at Sizzle in Miami. And all of us were there because all of us were friends at the time. We all knew each other. We were all friends at the time. And we just all convened and converged on Miami. There's videos of it with it. If I'm
So, so did you look like Bobby Lights in drag?
honest.
Did you look like Bobby Lights in drag?
Your mama.
Better.
I don't play about Bobby Light. I don't like that young man at all. Bobby Light's wish. Can I say I love Mona Simone, but when Wesley started doing videos as Wesley, I stopped watching. Oh, child.
Maybe, Abby. See, back when I did that, that's when I was still in college and I was working at City Trends. That's when Darion was out heavy. I had on some Darion heels. Them shits was about the heel that got that damn tall.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was when he did the shot. That Alonzo. I think that was like 2 weeks ago. He had a video where he did a question and answer. Somebody asked him what Alonzo is married. Alonzo got a whole husband, or are they still engaged? No, I think
Shout
they
out
still.
to Alonzo for having a whole huzz out here.
Mm, I think they still engaged. I don't know, but child, they're happy, and he's very happy. They've been together for a long time. Child Wesley doing OnlyFans now. That's what he do now. I mean, he still have
Girl,
Action TV.
I seen it. I seen a couple of shits floating around on Twitter.
You know, Twitter do not play. I don't. He just recently did something with Craig Melanin. A lot of people liked him as Mona, but I always liked him as Wesley. I more than I liked him as Mona. But he's to throw on that mask, honey. I mean, not that mask, that wig, honey, and start and change his voice.
Dami, you said when you first started watching my videos, you thought I was pretending to be gay. Girl, I've been gay as hell since I've been 6 years old. This ain't pretend. But I appreciate you for saying so.
I'm just pretending to be gay myself. You know, I'm a straight man with a dick fetish, so that's
Shut
my
up.
my concern. Child.
The Saints gonna come marching in right now because he just told that lie. All of us gonna get caught up in the rapture because of LT. Y'all better repent now.
I'm just a straight man with a dick fetish, honey. Ooh, child. Hey, Jonathan. Wait, how Jonathan gonna bust out the bushes when I said what's good, Fry?
What's good? What you know no good, Jonathan?
Jonathan bust out the bushes to be like, now wait a fucking minute. There's a whole lot of things I've been listening to, LT.
People love bushing out the bushes on the Sunday. BCC fans did that on our marching band reviews.
Mhm.
Baby, I ain't seen so many BCC fans in my life. I said, where the fuck y'all come from?
I wonder how many of them actually graduated. You know, BCC is known for not graduating the kids.
Baby, we said one thing about BCC, about 12 of them came in the chat. I said, well, wait a minute.
Just saying, just saying. So y'all, we gonna definitely. I'm gonna do episode 1 hopefully tonight if I don't get no phone calls or I don't get too busy. I plan to do episode 1 tonight.
They canceled y'all homecoming, Jonathan Ford. Say it ain't so. Oh, baby, it ain't looking too good. They canceling homecomings already. God damn.
No, because they're anticipating the wave 2 coming in the fall. So it's not gonna make sense for them to be having like a lot of classics that already been canceled.
God damn it. They go marching band season gone. Done. Night night. Out the way.
They still might do, the but here's the thing: if you're supposed to be social distancing, how you gonna have hundreds of people out there in marching band practicing and stuff like that? You know what I don't. Because if you talk about just a football football team, that's 22 players. Well, no, average college football team got upwards of close to 100 players on there, so that's a lot of people. But when you talk about some of the larger marching bands that got 200 plus, some of the real big ones 300 plus, you talk about a band like University of Michigan that got like 400, 500 people.
Good God.
That's not really social distancing. So how are bands going to yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just still want a marching band season to come through it. Like,
Shamar,
I wanted to so bad.
Wait, Shamar, who? I don't know who Shamar and Boski are.
I don't know who they are, A. Smith. My brother is a band director at high school, and he worried whether he'll have a job in the fall. See, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not worried about him having a job in the fall, but because his union will protect him from that. But I don't know how they're gonna have marching band. And I don't know how they're gonna do band. Period. A lot of those fine arts classes, because they're gonna have to be creative because they're not gonna be able to be in the building. A lot of schools won't be in the building in the fall. And so that means that you're going to be virtual. It's hard to be, unless that child has his own instrument, if they have their own instrument, okay, you could do it. But if you most tuba players don't have, their own instruments. Percussion players, a lot of them don't have their own instruments like that. So, Eric, Eric, do me a favor. Entertain the people while I put this stuff up. Go.
All right. Yeah, boo, BCC. You must be young and you know BCU. But when I was there, it was BCC.
Cookman College. It's still BCC to me. It'll never be BCU to me. I don't give a shit what they do. Shit gonna always be BCC.
Right. Terrence, this is Christiana year to be a Golden Girl. Now stuff messed up. Christiana on the Golden Girls now. Baby.
What Christiana?
Huh?
What Christiana?
From Brandon. The little girl from Brandon.
She's supposed to be going to BCC?
She is a Golden Girl for Alcorn State.
Oh, I love Alcorn State dancers because they so ratchet.
Yeah, they go up.
They're ratchet. But I love them hoes. Listen, of all of the swag dance girls, of course, Southern is the best. The Dancing Dolls will always be number 1 in my book. But I love Alcorn because they ratchet and don't apologize for it and don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Them hoes are dope and ratchet and don't care. Right.
But Dami, that's just like Ken Janae. She made the Prince and Jay set.
Who?
Ken Janae, she another dancer doll. But let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Yeah. People can say whatever they want to say about Diana Bassett-Hound, long face looking ass, but she did her thing with them girls because baby, they is taking over the swag.
She still don't have nothing on Tracy because Tracy and YCDT, those girls, be real deal. Now,
they are.
Diana, she all right, but Tracy ain't nothing to fuck off with. Tracy is real deal. Tracy is the one play where it'd be like, yeah, she ain't nothing to fuck off with.
I love Tracy. I love YCDT. I love her.
Me and Tracy graduated high school together. She went to Northwestern, which was my home school. I went to Central. And we went to Florida State together. She pledged Delta, and one of my best friends, Tanisha, is her line sister. And so they used to hide away at my house when they was online at my apartment and sleep in my apartment sometimes when they was pledging Delta. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
Girl, we ain't got to get into it. But I love me some Tracy. I will say this. Tracy was real good for getting her girls into professional realm of the dancing. And Diana was real good for getting her girls into HBCU type of dancing. And I feel like that's why when people used to try to compare them, I used to be like, you can't compare them at all. There's no comparison with them. Two totally different styles, two totally different teachings, two totally different cultures. They're not going to be the same. So you can't compare them. But they was good for TV. I hate they canceled their show. Yeah, I you know what? I didn't mind Step It Up. I did watch it. I watched the whole season. I didn't mind Stepping Up. I think that people was expecting it to be like a spinoff to bring it. Like people was expecting them to battle against other girls from Miami and the surrounding areas. And that wasn't what they did. They more so competed against each other to get real deal Holyfield type shit. And not a lot of people was like going up with it. I think that's the only reason why Step It Up didn't, come up the way that Bring It did. Oh, I'm not that young. I attended a PWI. I didn't know about BCC. What PWI you went to, girl? Have y'all seen When the Beat Drops? It's about Jay Setting. No, I haven't seen it, but I did hear about it. I might watch it to see what it's talking about. But yeah, that's the only reason why I feel like Step It Up didn't make it. I mean, honestly, I would have loved to have seen them go up against other little young girls too. I would. I really wanted to see what Miami had talking about. See what kind of noise Miami made. But, the Jay Sexy got a Mexican girl. Yeah, I said, is she really Mexican or is she just mixed? Y'all said they're calling that girl Mexican. She might be mixed. I'm shocked because y'all know the Jay says they normally go for melon. All right, their girls are always chocolate. And she really loves those girls too. Tracy is cool too. Yeah, I remember Tracy. I remember seeing her when she was on Flat Kids on America's Best Dance Crew. I remember her from that. Baby, she was dancing her ass off there, so I was here for it. Y'all hear how Teddy got that bougie ass ringtone?
You mad?
Down. What else y'all talk about?
Everybody.
But I understand what they saying, but damn, I was really looking forward to marching band season. Mainly because I wanted to see Southern go up against LSU. Y'all know that was supposed to be a big thing in 2020. And I was waiting.
They was thinking about changing the Florida Classic to not Florida Classic, the Bayou Classic to FAMU versus Southern.
To who?
They was thinking about, since FAMU is going to the SWAC now, changing Bayou Classic to FAMU versus Southern because they feel like.
Oh no, ma'am, I ain't here for it. I'm about to start a petition.
They didn't know because they said FAMU would be a bigger draw and it would be better. That's what they said.
Look, no shade to FAMU. I ain't got no issue with them, but I just feel like because I can't even believe I'm about to say this, because y'all know how I feel about Grambling State. But when we think about Bayou Classic, it is always Southern and Grambling. It'll be interesting if they do it. It'll be interesting to see how people feel about it. I will have to see it to give a definitive answer about it. But for right now, I just don't see it. Much like how I just don't see FAMU coming to the SWAC. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. We ain't even got to go there. No, keep it Southern and Grambling. That's how I feel, Joyce. Nope, nope, nope. They need to start a new classic. Keep Bayou. Right. They should just start a new classic since they bringing in FAMU. Start a new classic. Hell, I'm with that. Start a new classic. And you don't change the Bayou Classic, even though I don't see it for Grand Fan, but still.
One of their
It's the principle.
rationales, I'm back. One of their rationales is the fact that the ticket sales for the Bayou Classic has been waning in the last years. They've been selling, but it's been taking them longer to to sell out or to sell the numbers that they normally would real quick. And whenever FAMU and Southern play each other, it immediately sells out. Like that's like a big draw for them. Just like Southern Jackson State is a big draw for them as well. So that's kind of where it stems from. Grambling, for everything it's worth, Grambling's football team ain't been shit for a long time. We know they band ain't never been shit. Okay. So that's kind of where it's coming from. And so Southern has been complaining, hey, we're meeting our end of the bargain, but Grambling has been meeting their end of the bargain. So
I mean, from a business standpoint, I get it. It's all about business at the end of the day.
And
from a business standpoint, I do get it.
They're looking at those numbers that they make with the Florida Classic, because the Florida Classic, they be making a whole lot of money.
Yeah. Jonathan said, I see FAMU going to the SWAC. They need to go. And next, can we get rid of Delaware? Don't be doing Delaware State. Now, Delaware State is a little tight.
The reason that Jonathan wants FAMU to go to the SWAC is because that way North Carolina A&T don't have a whole lot of people to compete with, because North Carolina A&T, they're banned at least. Only band they really gonna have to compete with is Norfolk and Tennessee State.
You're pretty much. I
mean, because I can't tell you the last time I see, even though North Carolina A&T and Bethune-Cookman play each other, I don't remember the last time I've actually seen where, in terms of, and I'm thinking it from the band perspective, where the bands have gone. Hell, Bethune-Cookman don't even have their own stadium, so we're not even going there. So that's a whole different ballgame.
It's so dope. Julie Simmons said, do not do Grambling like that. Grambling is off the chain. Don't do the Tigers like. No, listen,
Grambling band is awful. They are horrible. They've never been good in my lifetime. And I'm a man of a certain age. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I'm not going to tell you how, but I've seen them in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. And so this year is now the 2020s. They're fucking horrible. They've always been horrible.
I just don't like them dancing through the whole damn field show. I get a headache. Y'all know I OCD.
They can't play. They can't dance. They showed me awful. I'd be like, what are y'all here for, Grambling?
Yeah, that'd be my only gripe. Like when they don't need orchestra if the band is gonna dance with them, because you can't concentrate on the dance girls because you get tongue tied. It be too much. And then the big bass drum, he get on my goddamn
damn nerd. That goddamn bass drum. Girl, I can't stand him. Why did he get on my nerves? Oh God.
But I'm gonna leave Grambling on because Grambling fans still mad at me for the review I did back in 2016. Baby, they still hot. They still be getting into my comments trying to drag me and my school. I said, bitch, my school can play and dance. I mean, I don't know what y'all want from me. I'm
Um,
gonna leave it alone.
I just want y'all, I hate to put a damper but for those of my fellow Floridians that are, and I'm saying this because my girls really be and Abby are about to travel to my home state of Florida. I just want y'all to look at the statistics for COVID-19 in the great state of Florida.
Oh no, God.
You see how it spiked at the end?
Yeah.
Every day for the last 4 or 5 days. Yesterday was the first. Yesterday's stats from Tuesday was the first time that they didn't set a record, but they were only like 50 people from setting a record. So today they set a new record because this is they've now hit 3,000 people being confirmed positive in the last 24 hours in the great sunshine state of Florida, where the governor Ron DeSantis has said, fuck you, fuck your life. We're not shutting this shit back down because my president said that I can't shut it down. That's what Ron DeSantis said. So they'll be around here killing people. It's the
Yeah,
genocide of
pretty much.
Floridians.
Yes, come through, Southern Lady Jag. She said the LSU game is scheduled for 2021, not 2020. Thank you, Southern you, Lady Jag. See, you got Southern fans busted out the bushes. Said to said official Teddy, they changed their plans. They coming to see you and going to 10. Really be
Oh, wait, no, she didn't tell me. And I just talked to her 2 hours ago. She didn't tell me that. I know they're coming to see me. If you are in the greater Atlanta area or near and would like to, hang out with us, let me know. And we'll figure out a way to do it safely with masks on and stuff.
Listen, these protesters ain't making Corona no better either. Most of the people that's out protesting done spiked up the goddamn shit too. Everybody want to be outside without their mask on. See, this shit, people forgot all about Corona.
Well, I'm not gonna put this on them because when I have been seeing protests, people have been having masks on, and I know a lot of organizations have been sending masks. And when you'll see people who are handing out water to protesters, and they're also handing out masks to protesters. But the problem is the folks and the scientists and doctors down there to the CDC and to other health organizations know what the fuck they're talking about. And when they told your president and government officials, hey, it ain't time to reopen back up, your president and government officials said, fuck you and fuck your life, we open it up anyway. And now we have what we have.
My president is Jesus, and God ain't say that. God ain't tell me that. Okay, I talk to God every day. God ain't never said nothing like that to me.
Glory.
Okay.
Child.
Yeah, they out there in the water, in the beach and stuff in Florida. See, y'all out there poolside carrying on.
And I'll be right there July 4th.
But just make sure you have on a mask.
Mm-hmm.
And don't go to no nude beach either.
I will.
You need to be well covered.
I'll be right there at the nude beach, just as butt ass naked at Hollover Beach as the good Lord gave me, letting all the white people see the schlong because they want to see the schlong. They like to see my beautiful melanated skin. They like to see all my little bitty muscles on my body, and they like to see my meat. And I will give them everything that they've come for. They can see the sun glistening off of this chocolatey skin and see all the inches because it's going to be right on display at Hollover Beach.
Jonathan said they got women at the nude beach. Why, yes, Jonathan, you want to go?
Yes, they do, Jonathan. They do have women's at the nude beach. The
Jonathan,
women,
you better not let none of your congregants see you in full regalia down to that damn beach.
Jonathan. I went to the nude beach one time. It was this. I don't know if they was friends or if they was lesbians, but they was real cute. One was real chocolatey. One was a little bit light skinned, not too light skinned. She was about I'm trying to. She was like really be complexion. Thank you for the super chat, Joyce Simmons. There's your virtual blowjob.
Ooh, Jonathan. Jonathan said, yeah, without the cameras, I already got in trouble once this year over some photos.
Oh,
Do tell. What kind of photo?
do not tell Jonathan. We're not gonna put you all over Al Gore's good internet with all of that.
Let me find out you pulling some Jamal Bryant shit.
Leave Jonathan alone. That is my frat brother, and I am going to protect him at all costs.
Now, ain't no such thing as you got to tell your congregation to mind their business, because I'll be all of your business too.
Jonathan, if you could hit me up on, send me a DM on Instagram because I want to do a forum for Divine Nine on my channel, and I have some Divine Nine YouTubers that I want to bring on to discuss some Divine Nine stuff. So hit me up with a shoot me a DM on my Instagram so we could discuss it. I would like to bring you on, and you don't have to show your face on StreamYard or whatever.
Jonathan Ford, how did you feel about? And I know y'all not in a sorority, but still y'all are part of the Divine Nine. All of y'all are unified in that way. How did both of y'all feel about sorority system?
Nobody in Divine Now is here for it. Nobody. Nobody. Collectively, I cannot think of one person. And you know, Mona Scott Young is a Delta.
Because I heard all of them like got their letters taken and all that shit. I said, God damn.
You know, I'm not sure if they went through with that because that's a national thing, but that show was stupid. And Mona Scott Young was disrespectful for even coming up with a show like that.
I ain't know Mona came up with
that. You Greek? Lily, what if you're Greek, what sorority are you in?
I ain't know Mona came up with that.
That was Mona Scott Young.
I ain't know that.
That was Mona Scott Young. Oh, you a Delta? Listen, we got Crimson and Cream love over here. Bust through.
Yes, I love Deltas, baby.
I'm preferential to that. Rain D, you a Delta too? Yeah,
I love them.
Bust through Divine. I'm thinking of having a live with Divine Nine members, and I'm trying to get some Divine Nine members to come on with me and discuss. I know Quintessential is a Zeta, but if you are Divine Nine, shoot me a DM on my Instagram and let me know what organization you're in because I want to do a live stream with members of the Divine Nine and to discuss some things. And yeah, I want to do that. And so and of course, you know, if I do it on StreamYard, we don't have to show faces or anything. So
where the SG Rose at? See, the SG Rose got me together several times when I used to talk about them. Where the SG Rose at?
You actually found enough of them to get you together?
Baby, let me tell you something. I said something about the SG Rose one time. Well, I had one come out of the bushes. They said, wait a minute, I love you, but don't do the SG Rose. I said,
Yeah, Jonathan, it wasn't that serious to put them out of sorority.
I'm telling you, they were saying that a lot of them they denounced them and got their letters taken away and all that shit after the show.
Well, you know, SG Row was started in at Butler University, which I believe is in Illinois, right? I think Butler University. No, it's in Indiana. I'm sorry. Butler University is in Indiana. Just like it's Indiana Love. I'm sorry. Butler, but that's right next to Illinois. So that area, the Midwest, I have heard that there's a lot of SG rows in that area. But I'm from the South and plays in the South. And in the South, it just ain't a whole lot of SG rows in the South. They're good for a line of about a good 6 or 7. Even at a
Oh no,
HBCU. And you be
it
at a,
was the
at a HBCU, you expect the Delta line and the AKA line to be 40, 50 plus. Now at a
right.
PWI, because I went to a PWI, the PWI, you might have a Delta line, a big Delta line at a PWI might be 20. That's a big Delta line.
I
Or
mean, do we really consider PWI's chapters being? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm
Quad
just saying.
yeah, Quad as is, and this is why I'm going to have my forum with my Divine Nine people. Quad as is kept, PWIs have way more hazing a lot of times than you would expect. A lot of times more than the HBCUs, because at an HBCU, remember, they don't have all of the fraternities and sororities that a PWI have.
Mm,
So the administration is looking for hazing. They're looking for that. Grad
uh,
chapters are looking for that. Whereas at a PWI, you have dozens, plural, of fraternities and sororities. The university ain't checking unless some shit come out in the public. They're not checking. So basically, you got free reign to go in and let have as much as you want. And to be honest, most HBCUs are very close to a PWI. So that HBCU that's close to a PWI, you better be damn skippy. All those fraternity and sorority members from that
mm,
HBCU will go over there to that PWI for their sets and for all of the things that's going on at that PWI across the tracks most times.
yeah.
I'm just saying. Because my line, it was 10 of us. And um FAMU had a line. FAMU had Spring 98. Florida State had a Spring 98 line too. But FAMU didn't have another line until Spring 2000. I think
Mm-hmm,
FAMU's next line was Spring 2000. My line was Summer 99.
mm-hmm,
Um They came over there. They came over to us. We had to go over to the FAMU frat house and get. So it was like we saw both. We were that's a real misnomer and a myth that if you're at a PWI, you ain't getting hazed like that. Because in all actuality, there's a lot more hazing that they get away with, and a lot more. I'll give you a perfect example. At a PWI, you can get away with having a line of 10. Whereas at HBCU, if you have a line of 10, they're looking at you like, bitch, what the fuck were you doing?
right.
Is somebody finna go down? So it's a lot more things that you're allowed to do and is done at a PWI than sometimes you can do it at HBCU. So all crazy group that was created on Facebook about a month ago, they changed the name several times. What group on Facebook? I don't be on Facebook like that. Child Joyce Simmons, uh, hazing at any school is, people get in trouble for hazing all the time. That's a part of
Mm-hmm.
college life, hazing.
Yeah, it is.
It's a part of college life. I'm just saying. Don't nobody care about you, Ty. Hey, Ty, because I've been calling your stinking ass and you ain't even fucking answer the phone. Quintessential says she attended a PWI. And Quintessential probably agrees with me that at a PWI, the shit goes down. What was the name of the group at first? Joyce. I mean, not Joyce. Quintessential and Jonathan. Because I'm not familiar with the group. And listen, in Florida, there are some grad chapters in Florida of my own fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi. There's some grad chapters that I know in Florida gets down just like undergrad. My grad chapter that I'm a part of back home, they get down. Matter of fact, they have. I'm not going to even. Let me not put that in the atmosphere because somebody might watch this video later and get the chapter in trouble. So I ain't going to even put that out there. But just know, I know of grad chapters in every fraternity or sorority that get down and haze just as much as undergrad. And some
Queen Sister said, "Don't do it. Hush your mouth."
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet, Quinton. You saw me quickly get it together and gather myself and get it together.
See, I ain't had time for all of that. That's why I just did band and got the fuck out of Dodge. Like I was never when I had people wanting me to do it because most of the men in my family they're either Q dogs or they're Sigmas. It's a couple of Kappas.
I'm only Kappas.
It's a
I'm
few
the
out.
only Kappa in my family. Everybody else in my family is a Q. Every other
So I ain't
male,
gonna be no Q dog. I ain't gonna be running around here fucking fish just to be a part of that shit. No.
I did have to do that when I was pledging. I did. It was not fun. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I ain't had no time for that. You know, no, I'm all right. I watch from the sidelines. I'm good.
I did
Shit, band was fraternity alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay quiet, but I definitely want to have a forum and a live with Divine Nine members. I know I'm gonna reach out to Lex Mac TV because I know Lex Mac is a AKA. I know Quintessential. Hit me up, Quintessential, in my Instagram DM so I can hit you up. Jonathan, I'd love for you to be on. And some other people that I know that are Divine Nine.
Listen, my aunt is a Delta. My two cousins are Deltas. Their little sister graduated, you know, all that from college or whatever. They all thought she was going to be a Delta. Child, she came home with her goddamn AKA jacket. My aunt wouldn't even let her in her house with that damn jacket on. I said, "Is it that serious, auntie?"
Wait, you say I seen your entire line on social media? Wait, what? I have? I don't know, child. But in my family, all of the women that went to college are AKAs except for my one aunt. I mean, are Deltas except for my one aunt, that's an AKA. And all of the men that went to college are Qs except for me, that's a Kappa. And
Nah,
yeah.
that shit was funny. She said, "Man, you really gonna make me take my jacket off?" Yeah. I said, "Well, god damn, she worked hard for that jacket. Why the fuck she crossed the bird of sands for that jacket? What you mean she got to take it off? She's stupid."
Joyce Simmons, if you believe that hazing has gotten better and they stopped a lot, you are reaching.
No, they haven't. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. They just not speaking up on it. That's all that is. They're not speaking up on it because they want to be a part of it. So they're not gonna say shit.
A lot of time, and it's like I told somebody this in the band, and I told somebody this in a frat, in all my frats, because I'm in multiple fraternities. If y'all are still doing shit today that we were doing back in my day, something is wrong. Hold on, let me take this.
See, there you go, that bougie ass ringtone, y'all. But yeah, girl, I ain't had no time.
That was a telemarketer.
I hate them hoes. They get on my damn nerve.
Anyway, but my point is that when you talk about Divine Nine and things like that,
Yeah.
these kids nowadays be trying to live off of stories that they done heard. And what they don't understand is a lot of people, when they tell you the story in the aftermath, they embellish and they make shit sound way more sensationalized than it might have been. And if you don't go back and really find out what actually happened, you'll try to do some shit based solely off the story that you heard.
Mhm.
And then that's when you get into what I call sloppy hazing, because you're doing things not in the original form that it was done, and it gets sloppy and people get injured and people get, you know, end up having to go to the hospital and all kind of other stuff. And you didn't, that's not how that was designed. That's not how it went. Exactly. You can't live off the stories, quintessential. Just
Mhm.
leave it alone and work on your own. Exactly. I feel like this. You should not be doing anything to anybody that was not done to you. Period. Even if you come up with a new um something new, it should be based off of something that you already experienced and went through. And what makes me mad is when they try to haze and get we're never and yet we're never Jonathan, you got a lot of people out here trying to haze the people and would never haze or barely hazed at all. They ain't take no. I saw one of my sons when I pledged who was at a chapter that I knew because I talked to them, did not get hazed. Okay. He came, we were at cluster and we knew we were not done at cluster, you know, because when you pledge just some real chapters, just because you crossed a fraternity don't mean that you done yet, because you still got to go back to your school and pledge your chapter. And now, you know, even though you might have letters for the fraternity, now you got to get the chapter letters, which is a whole nother ball game. Which is why you might cross nationals on this date, but the date that you have probate might be 2 or 3 weeks after that, because you still got to cross the chapters. Whole nother ball game. But anyway, um, he was around here walking around with a shirt that he had that said "Got Wood," and I was like, "Bitch, you ain't never got wood nowhere in America. You wear a shirt that says got wood. Just because you cross now, you want people to believe that you got wood and you got hate. Bitch, you ain't get a goddamn thing. And what do you do? But who am I?
So you
Who,
know, my mind went to something else when you said that, but I
you
hear
know what? Because you're nasty. Because you're nasty. You're nasty. You're nasty.
got wood, do you? Child.
Beyonce and Destiny Cheering came out with a whole song. Nasty, put your clothes on. I told you. Okay. Where they had that sibling ass breakdown, the nasty put your clothes on.
Come on.
You look at that now. Body. You look you know, that was one of the chat. I ain't gonna lie, I can't stand Beyonce. But that song right there with that little breakdown, I ain't gonna lie. Every time that shit came on, I used to look forward to that little breakdown that they used to do. Like, yeah, that's but listen. I apologize now. But that's when you just become the quintessential gay person. You throw that right
Mhm.
hand up and you start, uh, uh, that's the universal gay dance. You stick that one hand up and you
Right.
back,
You stick your tongue out like, ah. I'm telling
That's
you.
universal gay dance. That's just universal. I don't care who you are. If you gay, if you got the gay gene, that's gonna come out of you. I'm sorry. If you black and got the gay G
Right.
and a good song, a good one of your bumps come up, bitch, you gonna be like,
Right.
oh, oh.
Right.
It just happened. You can't even control it. I'm just
You
sorry.
can't.
I'm just saying.
Especially when you with your group of gay girls and all y'all jam come on, you just queen out for about a good 3 or 4 minutes, and then
No, Joyce. What the funny part, the gag was, Joyce, when you went to cluster, and you saw the people who you knew were pledging for real, and the people who you knew weren't pledging for real. Because the people who was pledging for real was not happy about crossing nationals when you had to go cross national, because they knew they had to go back home and get beat down, and it was really gonna go down. You'd be like, oh God. So you'd be there looking like this, fuck me, fuck my life. Because you had to be, getting it. And then those ones that were technically done after cluster or after national, and they was all happy. They was all, oh, happy. I'm so happy. And you were looking at them like, mm-mm, we're not happy. And bitch, what that means is you ain't pledging for real. Cause we over
right.
here, my ass beat out the fucking frame. Don't even know our name no more. And your monkey ass over here celebrating. Fuck you and fuck your life, you paper ass motherfucker. But yeah, that's a whole different ballgame. Why did I pledge Kaplan? I'm not gonna lie to you. All the men of my family were accused. But when I went to college, I said that I wanted to be open to any fraternity. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to pigeonhole myself into Omega Psi Phi. I will allow, myself to get on campus and see and, survey the whole campus and see which one I like. And when I got to my school, the Kappas were everything. They had the highest GPAs. They had the best parties. They looked the best. They were the best in terms of like role models. They did the most community service. They were like the shit. Um, and the thing that rung to me was the fact that not only did they do all of that, the best parties, and they had the most girls, and I ain't really care about the girls, but I mean they looked the best. Them hoes had the best GPAs. Like they was, and they weren't majoring in like anthropology or nothing like that. Them hoes had serious ass majors and had still 3.9s, 4.0s. Like for my chapter, just to be considered, if you turned in an application and did not have a 3.25 minimum, you were not even, your application was immediately thrown in the trash. Child, yeah, I saw that Raven Simone came and showed her
What?
and said she was married to some white lady. She came out today and posted that early this morning with her and her white wife. She did like the rest of the girls.
Yeah,
They get themselves a white spouse,
yeah,
and they don't
yeah,
know Negroes no more. Child, whatever. She
yeah.
like the Sean T's of the world and the Billy Porters of the world. Child, don't get me started. And the RuPaul Charleses of the world. Don't get me started.
Oh God. Not Miss Paul, Lord Jesus.
Mm. Though, you know what I call them? The gay ones, at least. Those are the girls that can't take dick.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
But you ain't hear that from me.
No, I agree. I agree. Cause there ain't no way I'm gonna give me a little piece of change and then I'm gonna marry outside my race. They the main ones that'll kill your ass for the insurance money.
Hello,
You have a better luck
hello,
dating your own damn race.
hello, hello from the other side. God, I just don't understand it. Lord, I don't understand it. Anyway, but I just looked up. We've been on here 2 hours and 15 minutes almost. God damn it! We've had a wonderful time this entire chat
We did.
talking about Noah's Ark. I'm gonna start these retro reviews. Thank you all for pressuring me into doing retro reviews for Noah's Ark. I will do that leading up to this reboot and reunion on July 5th. And conveniently comes in just enough time to well, we'll have just enough days to do both seasons and go from there. I went to a PW and I refused to join any sorority, child. I wasn't joining nothing white. You can believe that shit. I wasn't going to the white rush that they, at PWI they have rush week where all the white fraternities and white sororities have rush week, and you go there
Mhm.
and you try to figure out which one you want to do. I never understand that where like once I decided that I wanted to be a Kappa, there was nothing else that I was going to do. Like I know some people, even in black fraternities and sororities, even in the Divine Nine, they didn't make one fraternity or one sorority. So then they said, "Oh, I'm gonna be a Zeta or a Sigma." No offense to any Zetas or Sigma, but if I'm just being honest, all the people that I know that did that, that was their fallback. They always said, "Oh, I didn't make X, so I'm gonna go be a Sigma," or "I didn't make X, and so I'm gonna be a Zeta." No offense to you, quintessential, because you might have had Zeta in your heart and in your blood from the beginning. But I know people like that, and I just don't respect those people because if I wouldn't have made the Kappa line, or if I would have never joined my fraternity, I just wouldn't be nothing. I couldn't see myself putting on alpha letters and repping alphas or Qs or sigmas as if I was a proud member because that's just not what my heart was. Just saying. But that's just me. The boys from my old university still online from 2001. Wait, you know what? Come through, renegades. Those are what we call renegades, honey. Baby, they cross you just didn't know it. They ain't had no probate. Hey, Clark Kent. Hey, Clark Kent. Clark Kent is my boo. Clark Kent watches all my videos. I love Clark Kent. Shouts out to Clark Kent, who is a
Shout
wonderful
out Clark Kent.
and loyal subscriber.
Yes. Shout out
Clark
to all of the loyal subscribers.
Clark Kent, if you were not here, I am going to start doing retro reviews of Noah's Ark starting today, leading up to the reboot and reunion on July 5th of this year. So look for that later tonight. Child, I hope she protect her pockets too. Mm. You need to be smart like Nick Cannon. You know Nick Cannon, is he still CEO of Nick Teens? Because
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
yeah, Nick, or it was Nick Teens, not the whole Nickelodeon, but I know it was Nick Teens.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers talk all about Nick Cannon if they want to. Talk about he married Mariah Carey for the money. No, he didn't marry Mariah Carey for her
Yeah.
money. They both had money.
Right.
And Nick Cannon has been very smart about his business. Very smart.
Hmm.
Hey, Mama of
Hmm.
Six. Hey, my love. With her beautiful makeup. You talk about beautiful makeup? That's Mama of Six. Okay. And listen. She just needs. Can y'all put Shondo's in the chat for Mama of Six? She needs a round of applause just for having more than six or more children. She needs a round of applause just for pushing that many kids.
Six or more children. Oh, girl, you like Kiki Wyatt. Let me go ahead. I'm
Baby,
going to put you two Shondos in here.
baby, Mama of Six needs it all, honey. That is my girl, honey. Shondo to you, Mama of Six, because you are. We all love you. You are mother to us all, honey. We love you, honey. Cha. What's so funny is my gay children give me gifts on Mother's Day and Father's Day. That's the gag.
Ain't that nice?
Ain't it? I have five. I just have five kids, just five. They all get on my nerves. They all get on my nerves. But anyway, I think it's time to get off. She need a damn zip code, you know what? Got a zip code.
I'm about to get off here too so I can wash these damn clothes. Gotta leave tomorrow.
I was washing clothes earlier. They should be done in the dryer by now. But thank you all for being here, being present, being active. Thank you all for all that you do. As I always say, I love y'all and I love on y'all. Terrence, do you have anything to say? Any announcements before we get off?
No, no real announcements. Just be looking out for the retro reviews from me as well for Noah's Art, because them they will be out. Make sure y'all continue to do what I always tell you to do: like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys. I love y'all.
I am not today, but eventually going to get to the point where I start to say like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of that stuff. I'm not there yet. When you see my new intro, which I'm almost done with, I'm such a perfectionist. But my new intro was once you see the new intro, I will have an outro as well, and you will be asked to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and all
Ooh.
of that good shit. So yes, Shondo to everybody as we get out. Let me put a Shondo in the chat and not be disrespectful to my own damn chat. Can I get some Shondos before we get out? I love y'all. I think that's it for now. I enjoyed my crabs. I enjoyed y'all. Members only. I might do a live later tonight. I might do a sexy live, when we do thirst traps later on tonight, members only. So y'all look for that. All men hiding in the bushes, please send dick and balls pixel to any Instagram DM, please. Yes, Dobby, let them know, please. Let them know. Yes. Yes. Let me highlight that because that deserves a highlight. What did MVM say? My mom is a mom of 6'2", child. Ooh, child. Anyway, hey, Miss Juicy Reviews, we're out of here. Miss Juicy Reviews, I'm gonna check you out, see if you got some reviews. I'll check out your channel as well. Thank you all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.